Hello everyone, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the Village Manager for the Village of Villa Park. And today's one of my segments where I talk about an upcoming board agenda. So folks, today's segment I'll be talking about the November 22nd formal board agenda. And of course they're on Monday nights. So let's start. So for Monday, November 22nd, the formal board agenda is as follows. So number one is the call to order, the roll call. 2 is Pledge of Allegiance. 3, public comments on agenda items. And folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium and make comments on items that are on the formal agenda for that evening. And moving on, we have number 4, which is amendments to the agenda. And folks, that's the appropriate time for the village president or trustees to modify or revise the formal agenda for Monday night. Moving on, we have number 5, which is appointment to commission. We have 5A, the Community Fund Commission. We have an appointment of Elaine Santo. Her commission will be from 11/22/2021 through 4/30/2024, and that's an original appointment. Moving on, we have number 6, which is our presentation section of the agenda. We have 6A. It's a presentation by Catalyst Partners for a proposed mixed-use housing development at 100 to 110 South Villa Avenue and a proposed senior development on the eastern portion of Lions Park. We have 6B, which is a presentation of conceptual designs of a community recreation center, including amenities and or recreation program space by Williams Architects. So moving on in our agenda, we have number 7, which is our budget workshop. The proposed 12-month budget for the fiscal year beginning on January 1st, 2022 and terminating or ending, if you will, on December 31st, 2022 has been on file and conveniently available for public inspection in Village Hall and is on the village's website as well. A public hearing will be held on Monday, December 6th, 2021 at 6:45 to accept public comment on the proposed 2022 budget. Following the public hearing, the first reading of the budget adoption ordinance will be held at the regular board meeting. Second reading of the budget adoption ordinance will occur at the board meeting held on December 13th, 2021, unless someone decides, trustee, elected officials decide to waive the second reading of the budget, then we could finish the budget as early as December 6th. And so for the budget workshop, we'll be talking about the operations. So myself and Director Scheibel will present an overview of the proposed 2022 operating budget. And then we'll also talk about the capital projects as well. So myself, Director Guerrera, and available Public Works staff will present an overview of the 5-year capital improvement plan for 2022 through 2026. So really on Monday night, it'll be everything: operations, water, sewer, storm, drainage, roadway improvements, things of that nature. So it's all in one night, and this is our budget workshop night. So moving on, we have number 8, which is our consent agenda section of the formal agenda for Monday night, November 22nd. We have 8A, which is minutes from the board meeting held on November 8th, 2021. We have 8B, which is bill listings for the weeks of November 8th and November 15th, 2021 in the total amount of $1,108,800.80. So folks, moving on, we have number 9, which is our ordinance section. We have 9A, which is an ordinance providing for the issuance of $683,050 of general obligation limited tax bonds, Series 2021, of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, and for the levy of a direct annual tax to pay the principal of and interest on said bonds. So folks, a little bit of the background for this particular item includes, in 2017, the village issued alternate revenue bonds to refund TIF 3 debt certificates as part of the strategy to address insufficient TIF 3 revenue. These alternate revenue bonds are to be funded by rollover bonds issued each fall, which are paid back using our non-home rule debt service extension base, also called DSUB. The rollover bonds were competitively bid on November 18, 2021. The attached ordinance shows the favorable rate received during the competitive bid process. So folks, it was very competitively bid. The interest rate is less than 0.5%. And these rollover bonds, again, the proceeds from these rollover bonds will be used to pay for the TIF 3 debt certificates. And so in TIF 3, which is the North Avenue Tax Increment Financing District, there's not enough increment to pay the principal and interest on these bonds. So we use the DSUB bonds on an annual basis to pay for the principal and interest. And then part of the DSUB bond proceeds we also use to buy capital equipment, could be computers, snowplows, things of that nature on an annual basis. So moving on for Monday night, we have number 10, which is our public comments on non-agenda items. And that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium and make comments on items that are not on the formal agenda that night. So moving on, we have number 11, the village clerk's report, followed by number 12, the village trustees report, followed by 13, the village president's report, followed by number 14, my report, the village manager's report, followed by 15, executive session. We have 15A, pursuant to the general provisions of the Open Meetings Act. We have A, C1, personnel matters. We have B, C2, collective bargaining matters. We have C, which is C5, purchase or lease of property. We have D, C6, sale or lease of property. We have E, C11, pending litigation. And then we have F, C21, discussion of closed session minutes. And then we will not have any action items coming out of executive closed session. So we have 16, which is an adjournment. And then our next meeting is scheduled for December 6th, 2021. So folks, if you have some time, tune in to our cable channels or our YouTube platform and watch our live proceedings, or you can come to Village Hall as well. We'll be open. We'll be following social distancing as much as we can, wearing face masks, etc. So hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving if I don't see you. And again, my name is Rich Keener. It's my honor to be the village manager for the Village of Villa Park. Take care.